Welcome back to another edition of Nourie's Niche. Where we're working on some real basic fundamental tricks that hopefully can add to your trick list relatively quickly so that you can explore flatland and not get too intimidated by the craziness that's out there. I do a lot of old school tricks, real basic tricks, fundamentals, and some that will come relatively easy, some that will take a little bit of time. So this one is for today. We're going to do the Tennessee twist. And I actually don't remember the person that showed it to me, but it was a guy in Tennessee. I know that. And it probably was like 1986, maybe. And I've been doing that for some time now, ever since. And it's basically an ant rider. And then you throw the bars behind your back and you catch it on the other side. And I'm honestly not super consistent on the trick. I mean, if I'm in show mode or if I'm in contest mode, I'm more consistent and I like step it up. And I think that's just generally how riders will go. Like when they're just out practicing, they might not be as consistent, but when the show time is on, that's when that's really when the floor becomes lava and everything counts. So I'll demonstrate it again, and then I'll walk you through it and give you some tips and whatnot. This is requiring a lock lever to pull this trick off, because you are going to lock the levers and throw the bars behind your back. And I go into it from a rolling tailspin or a fire hydrant into ant rider, lock the bars, lock the brake, and then throw the bars. So here's how it goes. I didn't want to talk through that one because there's a little bit more going on for that for me. And I just wanted to be more consistent and make sure to pull it off. So that's pretty much it. It's a rolling tailspin into an ant rider, which we did that in a previous video. So maybe you've been working on that. If not, no worries. You can just practice this all together. So it's kind of it's three tricks pretty much. It's a rolling tailspin or rolling tail whip into ant rider into Tennessee twist. So I'm gonna break it down, all those aspects, and it's definitely a fun trick. I think when I do it, people seem to really like it, and I value it. I like to be able to do some more links out of it. Maybe one day, if I can step it up, I'll do some other variations coming out of it. But for now, I just throw the bars and I come out on the other side. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is I get on the left side of the bike, my foot's on the front peg, kick it around, and then I just make sure that stomp on the on the peg enough to step through. I'm really far away from the camera. I hope I'll get a little closer. So you do the fire hydrant, stomp on the peg, and then as it comes up, I step my leg through, and then I'm in this position. Then you hop a few times. This is where I lock the lever. And then sometimes I'll just do like a no-hander, like in the contest mode. And then I throw the bars. And when I throw the bars, I stop the hop, throw the bars, and I lean forward just a little bit, not too far. And then I reach around here like so. And then I grab it, and my pedal's already set up right there and right out. So kind of a lot going on. I noticed I was teaching some riders how to do it, and I think that the biggest challenge they were having was the position of my body. Look at how straight up and down I am. Again, like keeping the balance over the peg or wherever you're standing, in this case, the rear pegs. And I'll just do the last part just to throw the bars, just so you can see the position. So I literally just go like that. I just throw it enough behind me. So it's just like that, boom. And a little bit, probably better to button my shirt so it doesn't get caught. Okay, so you've got the fire hydrant down, let's say, and you're able to get into it. You can also do other variations, like you could do a swivel into ant rider. Okay. Again, I'm really far from the camera. Let me get a little closer. Okay, so you're like, so I lock the lever. I'm gonna do a slow motion, just like that. So that's where it's just a little bit of letting the bike drop, because what happened, some of these riders that I was showing, I think that they were letting the bike drop too far down. So it's very subtle. Okay, so now let me actually pull out of it. Okay, and when I do the fire hydrant, don't think I mentioned, I put the right pedal forward. So when I come out on that side of the bike, on the right side, the pedal's right there to stomp on and right out. Okay, so you're like, so you're doing your ant rider straight up and down, and then you're just going to tuck, boom. It's pretty quick. I think once it's on the other side and you catch it and you just unwind, it's pretty fast. So that's pretty much it. Work on your fire hydrants first, or your rolling tail whips, and then ant riders where you're hopping, keeping your weight straight up and down. And that last step is just lock the levers, throw the bars, let the bike just drop a little bit and twist your body at the same time. Grab the bars and then right out. I didn't have the pedal set up that time. So I think that's it. I mean, can't really think of anything else to really explain on that trick. It is a fun trick. I hope you enjoy it. Love to see some comments or some pictures or videos of people working on this or even doing it, whatever. Would be great to see that. I'm building the page. Thank you so much. We're up to 2,000 followers now on Nourie's Bike Academy. Share it with your friends, and I appreciate all the feedback. I'll continue to do this. It's getting into the winter, so it's a little bit trickier to ride in the cold weather, but I want to be as consistent as possible, and I am working on an indoor spot will hopefully come in the next few weeks. Okay, that's it for now. We'll see you next time.